Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report pregame edition.
That's right.
We got some news. It's not crazy news, but it's relevant with deadline season coming up. Marcus Smart is back from conditioning. Aaron Nesmith as well from his ankle injury. So the Celtics are going to be fully healthy here, which has been a rare sight against the Wizards. Big game, obviously, after they melted down up 11 in the fourth quarter there against the Blazers. So Josue Pavon's here. I'm here. CLNS Media. I believe Sherrod's here somewhere too. We'll talk to him after the game.
Yep, he's in the building.
But Smart is a divisive figure now with everybody coming up with their plans to save this team, adjust this team, even blow up this team.
Yeah.
In John's case, and into the deadline.
He wants everyone traded.
Yeah. So I'm focusing on Smart. We'll get to Brown and Tatum another time. He seems like the guy, right?
Right.
Because Robert Williams has that extension coming up. You got Brown and Tatum, who the team just seems to have no interest in moving. And Smart, essentially, out of all of the players on this roster, probably has the most value. Now, how much value does he have? How much value does he have to you versus other teams? And what can you even get for him? Those are my big questions when it comes to shopping him.
Yeah, same. And we talked about that in the postgame show. You know, Bobby, like the value of Marcus Smart is different when we're talking about across the league in comparison to what he is here in Boston or, you know, back home in Boston. And I think that's the thing about it. You know, people want to see a new playmaker out there, but I don't think that happens in a Marcus Smart deal, at least not right now. At least, you know, someone that's going to be better than Marcus Smart coming in a trade, I don't think that happens. Maybe you get a couple of pieces to address some of the concerns. Maybe you get a shooter, you know, something like that. Maybe it's worth it, but then again, who's your point guard? I think that would put this team in a difficult situation unless there's another point guard in the deal, unless there's something out there that Brad Stevens can bring in another point guard that maybe is just as good as Marcus Smart or even better, just in terms of playmaking, just a pure, you know, guy who can stack up assists, you know, manage the floor, but I just don't think that guy's out there right now. I don't think right now is the time to trade it. But if it is, you have to explore those options, though.
No, you don't hear about another playmaker being out there, and you think if you just went across the league and checked off every team's point guard, none of them would be available for Smart, at least alone.
Right.
So you can't upgrade there. You're probably going to downgrade. And as we'll see today, he's still pretty important to this group in terms of the defensive organization, the communication on the floor. And you look at the offensive numbers, they're much better when he's out there versus when he's off. So that just speaks to how good he is compared to everything else you have out there. Schroeder might be a better scorer. Pritchard's certainly a better shooter. But Smart, in terms of the passing and the organization on both ends, is still crucial here. The question is, if you hold on to him, if you hold on to Rob, Tatum, Brown, all your picks, how are you going to shake up this team? There's really no way.
Yeah.
You gotta give up somebody here. And it's interesting that The Athletic did report again that there doesn't seem to be a great response to Smart's leadership tactics this year. The intensity that he brings, I would imagine, and just being on guys all the time. We talked about this the other day, the staleness there. That seems to be the issue when it comes to Smart's voice, maybe other voices in the organization right now. So you don't just do a deal to do it, but if you can get a shooter, if you can get a wing who factors into this team long term, I think you have to look at it.
Yeah, you have to at least explore those options, right? And you know, you look at across the bench, and you know, Pritchard and Schroeder. You have guys that can sort of, you know, bridge the point from here to the rest of the season. So it'll be interesting. But also, Marcus Smart's back. Marcus Smart could make a statement today, you know, just to show everyone the difference that he makes on both ends of the floor. So I'm looking to see what he's going to do in this one. I'm looking to see guys like Pritchard and Nesmith. Maybe one of them can have a good game. You know, they're out here early shooting. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how this team looks, you know, being that, you know, with Marcus Smart back after, you know, so much time out, you know.
Yeah. And Romeo obviously factored big in the last game, Pritchard. And I think we'll see some more Nesmith. It seems like, as Ime said before he got hurt on Monday, they seem to be going into a phase where they're going to start playing him some more after they've developed him a little bit earlier in the season, seen him sit out. So I wouldn't be stunned at all to see the young guys start to get more minutes here. And that, of course, does lead you into the question of who's going to be here in a couple weeks when the NBA trade deadline hits. We'll have post-game coverage live here in Washington at Capital One Arena. I had fun at the hockey game last night, Josue.
Oh, is that right?
Had fun, who knows where.
I'll tell you about it after we wrap up here. I didn't know you went to the game. That's what's up, Bobby.
That was a good one. Ovechkin with 2 goals, Backstrom with the game winner, and hopefully it'll be a similar energy to what I saw here last night. It was electric in here for the hockey game. I don't know about basketball, but we'll see. Washington, D.C., CLNS Media, we are live, Celtics All Access, and of course join us for the Celtics post-game show. John, Jimmy, Josue, and I on hand, plus Sherrod.